And we're back. We are back after a, I don't know, what is it, 7-month hiatus?
It was November.
It's November. I'm not good at.
Around MLB free agency.
Yeah, last time we were on here, Juan Soto was a Yankee, or he was nothing.
Agent.
He was a free agent. You know what I meant? Shut the fuck up. You know what I meant? Fuck you. I meant that he wasn't a Met yet. As we watched the Met game in the corner, on this episode of the Boiler Room. But yeah, no, this is it's good to be back. I missed doing this.
Yeah, it's like I haven't seen you, Ben. Where have you been?
In 12 hours.
I mean, yeah, no, you guys haven't seen. Well, you haven't seen me in 24. Richie hasn't seen me since my little Brewski tumble down the stairs in the city.
That's what he's calling it. I don't even.
Yeah, it's
I don't
a
even
little.
know if you know it.
I didn't even see him fall down the steps.
Yeah, so my dumbass didn't realize that the bar had steps. So, I'm talking. It's me, my brother, and my brother's friend, and a couple other people, and I'm walking in. I have my camera. And literally, I turn the corner. I walk down the steps. I turn the corner. Next thing you know, I'm fucking sliding down these steps. I'm fucking rolling. I'm rolling.
This was after I asked him 2 nights ago, are you gonna have a few drinks? He's like, nah, I'm just gonna.
The lights.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It died. But it's still bright. We're fine.
I'm not gonna drink too much. I have to be focused on recording and.
No, but what was funny was the moment. What?
Which arm is it?
Oh, it's right here. a little bit of a little. No, but the moment I got there, we're sitting on the train, and my brother's boys were like, "Yo, we got Dr. McGillicuddy shooters. Do you want some? You ever have those?"
Dr.
Oh,
McGillicuddy?
Yeah,
what kind of liquor is that?
I couldn't tell you.
Like a judge slapping Soto's ass.
As he was running back.
Unreal.
That's surprising.
Ben, did you guys hear what happened to Christian last night? Well, I think Ben here. Dylan, did you hear what happened to Christian? No, DeMarzio.
No, I did not.
Shout out to Marzio if he sees this. Dude, we were going to meet Ben in the city, all of us, and we drove to Jersey City, and then we were taking the path in.
Yeah.
But there's
fuck you, New Jersey Transit.
The New Jersey Transit, the strike's going on right now. We're filming in May. There's a strike, and the path is the only means of transportation in New Jersey that's connecting New Jersey to New York right now because NJ Transit's on strike. So the path was fucking mobbed.
Yeah,
and
as you would think.
And everyone's stressing out because it's like mostly everybody's first time on the path, and no one likes to listen to me. But no, in reality, we were fine. But it was kind of nerve wracking. There was a lot of people down there, and the doors open to the train. We're all getting in, and I just hear JD scream, "Oh shit!" And then we turn around and we just watch the doors close, and Christian standing out there like.
Yeah, no, they were.
We're waving by.
They were an hour late.
By. We were not an hour late.
You got there at 8. You got there at 8.
And we wanted to get there at 7:45. We left at 5:30, but Benny early over here. If you're not the first one there and the last to leave,
I had to
you're
film.
late.
I had to film. No, because I got there.
So how late was Christian if they were an hour late?
Well, Christian,
they waited for him.
Christian.
They waited for him. No,
because we weren't filming, so we didn't have to be early, so we weren't late.
Okay, I see.
All right, but anyway, so they're there. At this point, I'm already bummed because I got there. I had those two shooters, and I'm like, all right, whatever, it's fine.
Before you're filming.
Yeah, it's before I filmed. And then the moment I got there, I go, yeah, no, I need to get really, really drunk. I was like, I need to.
No, you've never said that before. That's an odd.
Because I have to focus on film.
Yeah.
No,
and then I
have to focus on film.
Stop interrupting me. And then I was just going around telling everybody, I was like, I do my best work drunk. I need to keep going. And I had a little bit of a tumble.
As the cameras.
No, my footage is pretty not shaky.
Yeah.
But
were you kind of going in blind today, like wondering what the footage was going to look like?
Oh, yeah. I kind of, towards the end, I was looking. I'm like, I don't remember filming
He was
this.
walking around the whole time with the camera just shooting shit. Like, it's like even you could have been stone cold sober.
Yeah,
and, like,
I was doing,
just kind of walking around with the camera.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are you kind of going through, like, What's your checklist like when you're trying to film an event like that?
Get as much B-roll as possible.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you get as much possible. You got to get the subject, the focus right. And you just got to come over prepared. My brother lost my SD card. I'm pissed. You know, it's a $20 SD card, but yeah, like he was like, you had it. I'm like, no, I didn't. But then and then you just go around and you just kind of capture what's good. And I mean, for obviously something like this, which hopefully in the next coming days, if you're watching on this, you could go to our Instagram page and you'll see the videos from that from Saturday night. But yeah, you just walk around with a camera and everybody just kind of like swarms you, and then everybody there was some
everybody wants to be on camera, especially if there's a light attached to it.
Oh, everybody loves the camera.
Yeah.
No, but it was funny.
It's kind of like that camera that was snooping on us at Baseline Social, right, Richie?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I know. You know what's funny? I saw him.
You did?
I saw him the whole time. I was watching him.
I didn't.
I was
clock him once.
I clocked him because I mean I love cameras, so I saw a dude with a camera. I was literally gonna go up and talk to him.
Was he on the top?
No,
balcony?
he was literally right at the end of the bar.
Yeah, he was at.
He was at the end of the bar.
You saw him?
I did.
There?
Yeah, I saw him. Like he was behind the bar, but it didn't have a light to it.
Yeah, no, because it was bright enough. It was bright enough in there, so they didn't really need it. Like with all the TVs, like that club was.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. Yeah,
Knicks in 6.
We will get to that
because you gotta love the uncut footage of kind of the celebration and.
Oh yeah, we were going crazy.
You got to see our
our raw reactions.
Yeah.
And then I'm screaming. The very first clip.
Such an inconsequential
The
moment.
very first clip. They put the camera on me as if it was like some big moment in the game because I'm looking all stressed out. I'm just screaming for them to put in Tyler Kolek in the last minute of the game.
Yeah, you would think that was like a
But
last 2-minute situation.
Yeah.
Like, down one, down one.
Yeah.
They needed to take
up
the
close
foul.
in my face. It was funny.
It's gonna go nuts.
Kind of funny.
Absolutely nuts. But I mean, not as nuts as what New York was. We got lucky Saturday that we went on Saturday and not Friday, because that city was a war zone. Did you see the side talk video?
Yeah.
It was an absolute war zone. Like we lucked out so much.
I definitely want to go there for an Eastern Conference Finals game. I think, like, go watch on that big screen outside.
Oh yeah,
Closest thing to a parade.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday and Friday are the game.
Yeah, I think maybe you got to give it a shot on Wednesday. I don't know.
Oh my God, it's just it really is something else. Everybody talks about Philly, especially post Super Bowl, but I do feel like
New York is going to burn down to the ground. They're going to have to call the National Guard.
Yeah.
There's going to have to be 10 lines of defenses if the Knicks have. So they're going to be their first title if obviously they get to that point, which I hope they do. But it would be their first title in 60 years.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. It does seem like it's been the hardest to predict.
73.
Yeah, 73. So
73, almost
50,
Wow.
52 years?
Plus. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It does seem like every analyst has gotten every single series wrong.
I saw a video.
It's
Shout out Gavin McHugh. He did a predictions video before all the semifinal games. He goes, locks. These are guarantees. This might be the most predictable semifinals.
Was it the Pacers?
He goes, Cavs in 6, Celtics in 5, and he had Nuggets in 7.
Jesus Christ.
Got all of them, and he did say Wolves in 6, but man, very unpredictable. But this is unlike the NBA to be actually unpredictable.
Yeah, I mean every team right now is either never won a title or in the Knicks case they haven't won in 50 years.
Yeah.
So it's finally
It's finally fun again.
Yeah,
the NBA
it's not Boston
for
it's
once.
Not I love Miami, but it's not Miami. It's like it's new teams, and you got the face of the league and Anthony Edwards, like the future face of the league.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. You got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The consensus MVP.
If you want to cater to the rigged theories, I mean, you do have 4 of the league's newer stars.
That is true.
To try and when the ratings things are going on,
Mm-hmm.
like either Brunson SGA
Yeah.
or Ant.
I know.
Gets to kind of.
Well, no, you want to talk rigged?
champion.
If you want to talk rigged, we could talk. We could talk about
The lottery, yeah.
The Maverick. What happens every time a big team gives their best player to the Lakers, they get the number 1 pick.
Yeah, it is incredible.
Anthony Davis, and then they gave New Orleans the pick.
I did see something.
Luka Doncic, they gave the Mavericks the pick.
Yeah, I did see something where it's like, yeah, if the league is making a deal like that, that'd be interesting because the deal would also have to be, okay, well, Kyrie Irving has to tear his ACL.
Yeah.
So, actually in contention. So it gets a little darker than just
JD's gonna walk down here and he's gonna be like, "What?" He's not gonna want to do this.
He's gonna laugh as soon as he opens his mouth.
He's gonna go
He's
home.
gonna stand beside.
If JD sits there with the microphone, I'll give him the $5 he's been asking me for about 25 years, as long as I've known him.
I brought a visitor.
Well,
I brought a special guest.
We just said JD's go get up, ball, get up, ball. No, it's at the wall.
God fucking damn it.
Track.
God damn it. JD, do you wanna come join?
Good evening, sir.
What's going on?
I get $5, JD.
Yo, here, JD. If you don't want to be in, we'll ask you one thing, and then you could step off. So just go sit next to.
Where's
Wait,
his
actually, I don't know if
microphone?
he's gonna be in frame. I'm still new to this.
You
How
look like deer.
how are you feeling this morning?
Yeah.
So you look like deer headlights.
All right, so JD, how was your night last night? What did you think of the vibe last night?
He doesn't have a microphone, Ben.
I forgot to plug in another one. He could just use Dylan's for now.
It was good vibes. Different change of scenery. You know, I can say that. I like the first place a lot, the rooftop.
The roof. I think I like the rooftop better, to be honest.
The rooftop was a vibe.
The second bar was like a dive, like
that wasn't a
not a dive, an underground like city like sexy bar, kind of like lights flashing dark,
Yeah.
like low key kind of vibe.
The second place?
Like,
Virgo.
Both those places.
It was Make Believe. It was Make Believe and Virgo.
That's the name of the building.
Make Believe was the first one. Virgo was the second. Dua Lipa's actually had her Met Gala after party at Virgo.
Oh really?
Yeah. So that's like a
Yeah.
pretty.
There's bars in the city like you would just walk in the street and like it's like a door, like an alley door, and you open the door and you go
Yeah, it's
downstairs.
like a speakeasy type
Yeah,
shit. Like,
they're just out of nowhere. These bars, they're everywhere too. And then you walk downstairs, it looks like you're walking down a basement.
unless you're me, you don't walk down the stairs.
Did you see him fall down the stairs? Nobody saw. I don't think.
Yeah, no,
anybody
because
saw
I
this.
made sure nobody
By
saw.
the way, Rich, my vote for title of the episode is New Story Unlocked. I
New
feel like
story. Yeah, we're gonna be
Kiddis-
hearing about this one
Kiddis
for a
is gonna
while.
be
I
hearing
think.
about this maybe
Oh,
20 to 25
Kiddis!
times.
Oh my God! If Kiddis doesn't watch this
Oh
episode,
no, I'm sending this directly to him.
He definitely had a great golf trip in Myrtle Beach, and he gets to come back to. Oh, that's
come on.
Oh.
Nah, the foul ball.
He comes
Damn
back
it.
from Myrtle Beach, and it's New Story.
New
Unlocked.
story.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
Let me hold on.
But yeah, so you walk down those stairs, and then you're just in some like random place. Oh, we're calling him in. All right, we're gonna call Kiddis. We're gonna see if he answers.
Down the second place?
I fell down the second. Yeah, so I was walking, and then I didn't realize there was a set of stairs. I turned the corner, and then I'm the whole flight. I'm hugging that shit like a baby. I pop up, gotta make sure nobody saw it, and then I walked in, and I saw one of my brother's friends. I go, I just busted ass. He goes, the camera good? I was like, I hugged that motherfucker like a baby. It's the same camera, yeah, it's the same camera. So I wouldn't be able to film this episode if I didn't tuck it. So
Kiddis is never gonna be happier for missing a call from me.
yeah, it's better. It's better off so I don't tell the story a third time because it's a new
Oh,
story.
you will though,
No,
and a
but-
fourth, and a
But
fifth,
yeah, so
and a seventh,
JD,
and a 12th.
you had a good time. Oh, I think we all were.
When we got back to my house, JD, I don't know if you remember this, but we pull up to my house. Nicole drops me off. I get out of the car, and then JD's getting out of the car to like walk into my house with me too. I'm like, JD, you sleeping at my house tonight? He's like, oh shit! He's like, I'm going back to.
It was one of those, huh?
Yeah, it was.
He
It was one of
he
those
thought
nights.
we were back at the Kikas.
It was one of those. It definitely was one of those nights, and and I did not take it easy like I
Yeah,
said I was gonna.
Matt was sleeping the whole way home too.
I
Everyone,
fell asleep.
I
fell
think
asleep.
everyone was just knocked. I mean, it was just those city days are just long days.
Yeah.
Always long days.
Yeah, no, they were. It was definitely a vibe, and in doing so, we've unlocked a new story. So,
Yay!
breaking news.
But I want to talk about your hat there for a second. That's a new one.
Golf sucks.
Sucks.
Golf sucks, dude.
I
got this hat. I went down to Myrtle Beach in April with a bunch of my buddies from school, and I only had one hat for the weekend, and it was pretty windy. It wasn't like super hot, so my hair. I was like, I gotta get a hat, and we went to one of the PGA it's just a PGA store. It's like called, I think, a Superstore. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we walked in and this was the very first hat I saw. I'm like, I have to fucking get this. So then I wore this with Tiger Woods red and black on Sunday.
Tiger red on Sunday.
Yeah.
You gotta get that hat for Kittis.
Kittis, I'll get a hat that says, "Why do I even play?" Because that's what he says every time. Why do I even play? Scotty Scheffler major today.
Yeah, he's the best.
Got him at
He's
plus
literally-
700.
Ooh.
So
Damn.
got 25 to win 200. Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's
Pretty nice
good
Sunday afternoon.
pretty
Shout
good
out
payout.
Scotty, thank you.
That's a pretty good payout. I mean,
Chance
he's the best.
Chance to be, a top 5 of all time. I think at his age, 3 majors already, halfway to Grand Slam. I mean, how many tournaments besides majors has he won? I mean, he just always in top 5. They make it look easy because then guys like us go out there and we're like, and we
26 handicap.
we pump our fist to a par, but then, and then Scotty gets a par today or John Rahm gets a par when he needed a birdie. No, I don't know why I said Bryson DeChambeau he's like, fuck, a par.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yep. JD, let me get one too.
What?
Do you have Gatorade?
I should in the fridge.
Tell me he's not filming.
Yeah.
I think it's even Scotty's.
Yeah, let me get a water
Scotty's
and
just
$5.
unbelievable with his irons and I mean when those guys are on, he misses a shot, he misses into a bunker there, greenside bunker. Like it's the easiest up and down you ever see.
Yeah.
Like,
We're talking about Kiddis a lot this podcast. Kiddis will get in a bunker and he will refuse to stop hitting the ball until he finally gets out of the bunker. I'm not leaving. Golf, summertime activity.
Yeah.
Summertime is starting next weekend.
Yes, it is.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, it is. Let's go. Jersey Shore
yes.
Memorial Day weekend. Let's go.
We'll have future episodes of the pod out
at the house
in Manasquan, New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Ben and I are getting a house down there with a bunch of our buddies from Monmouth University. Shout out the boys.
Yes,
they'll be on the podcast. It's going to be a great summer.
Oh, yes, it
I think
is.
it's some interesting episodes. And that's
A
a lot more editing for you.
Yeah.
It's almost as if he wants to do this for a living.
What?
Yeah.
I said it's almost as if he wants to do this for a living.
It's like this is my job or something.
but it's
money.
Gonna be great. No, we're gonna make money when this goes big.
Oh, it will go big. I had a lot of people yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Yo, when's the next episode?" And they've been asking me for months, but
Yeah, we got to be more consistent. It's a group. Blame goes all around. On
the blame does go all around.
But mostly on Ben,
But
obviously.
it's all on me. I've asked.
He said it, not me.
But
I suck. We're not getting into this argument again because it's just as much your guys' fault as mine. So don't be blaming me. Don't be blaming me.
But back to the summer house thing. We got a house. It's all those summer houses people get are like 2 rooms. Like the kitchen is like the size of this, whatever you want to call studio right here. But we got a pretty nice place. It's on top of a boating shop, which is pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah,
The landlord's the owner of the boating shop, and he rents out his attic, but he renovated into a really nice apartment. The apartment's beautiful, kitchen's big. It's just 10 of us in 3 bedrooms with 1 bathroom.
And Jeremy's now bringing his dog sometimes too. He just got a dog.
And we got a dog.
Didn't
know that.
Yeah, we got a dog too.
But
it's a big ass dog too. It's not like a small.
It's gonna be. Thank you, JD. It's gonna be fun. And if anyone's out, and
you're bugging.
What happened?
You give me water.
I thought you had it.
Here, man.
Ben doesn't drink water. He drinks.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Did you ask for water?
Yes.
He drinks High Noons.
No, I don't need it.
I want to try this.
What is?
I don't care.
But it's 10 guys and a dog on top of a boating shop, less than a mile away from Osprey.
Where would you rank the different towns to go get a summer house in? As far as
Manasquan #1.
Yeah.
Because Belmar
Is that
gets
a biased answer?
not really.
I mean, most people do Belmar. Most people, prefer DJs. That's everyone's favorite.
We're
So,
Unks now, though.
excuse me.
We're at Unk status, so we go to the Osprey now.
Belmar is probably top. Then probably Manasquan.
Seaside is literally, I think, the lowest ranked place on the planet.
Yeah, you could go down to Point Pleasant. That's fun too. Got the Tiki Bar and Jenks.
Martell's, I can't wait.
But Manasquan, you're in the middle of it all. So Belmar's 10 minutes north. Point Pleasant's 10 minutes south, and then you got the Manasquan bars in the middle.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I think the beach at Manasquan's probably the nicest too.
Oh, I gotta get my beach pass. Now you reminded me.
$90 for a beach pass.
Wait, it's 90?
Yeah, you clicked on when you said 45 the other day. I was expecting to go on and see $45. This kid clicked on the handicap link. The handicap beach pass is $45.
Just like the elevator.
New Jersey. This place sucks.
The elevator? You want to talk about the elevator?
No. That weekend is banned from the podcast. The Penn State.
Yeah, no, but you guys visited. Yeah, that was fucking.
I did get my first chance at Penn State, but I did want to make a quick point. New Jersey is the only fucking state that I know of that you have to pay to get on the fucking beach. It's a goddamn joke.
It doesn't make sense. It makes
It's
no
a fucking
sense.
joke.
$90
for a beach pass for the summer. 40 handicap wasn't free. It was $45. So if you're on crutches, if you're in a wheelchair, if you have to pay. Oh yeah, here's a discount to get onto a beach.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's
you.
unreal.
Fuck you. Whoever makes that rule up.
It's really 90?
Yeah, it's 90.
So what's like a day pass like though? It's obviously worth it to get the 90, but it's just.
I don't know. I just bought it.
Well, this is kind of a big app out here.
Yeah, Lindor up first and second, one out. In the meantime, yes, besides the pizza story and the elevator story, I did get my first visit to Penn State.
Visited all the landmarks of the
Visited
stories.
all the landmarks of my favorite stories from Ben. But it was a good time. Those bars. That was a fun college town, and it was a great energy for such a large landscape kind of school. I don't know. I feel like I've seen other schools. It's so kind of scattered, right? But the bars where you walk out and you're in another one. You walk out and you're in another one, and everyone, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a different vibe than what I'm used to.
Yeah, no. I mean, Monmouth, the two bars, you literally it's like a mile walk, and I mean. It's crazy, but I don't really remember Penn State. From what I remember, you guys have heard.
It has a different feel. Almost like there's a lot of the Big Ten schools have downtowns that are built around the campus, as opposed to the other way around, where some of these schools are kind of built in a city.
Yeah.
So you're not
their whole towns are now, the school is the city.
Yeah.
And
Everything's built around the school for the purposes of that, opposed to.
Now I don't know. We were on the grass for tailgate. There's no parking. Do people tailgate in lots, street lots, for Penn State games? Because I've been to 2 games and only have tailgated in the grass.
The gravel lots are farther back.
Oh, okay, yeah, because. It's different. Monmouth only had the gravel tailgate. I like that vibe, setting up the tent. But then that was my first tailgate in grass and throwing the football around like that.
Falling in the grass.
Yeah, that's that. You know what? I'm gonna tell my Penn State story.
Yup, we got more Penn State.
Oh, that's gone. Oh, Lindor with a swing and a drive right there, and Judge.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Look at him laughing. Yes. So
laughs at everything.
We're tailgating, and were playing a beer ball, and it was very windy. So the ball, for those who don't know what beer ball is, your partner has to throw it in.
My viewers know what beer ball is.
The other team throws the ball and has to hit your can, and then you start drinking. Your teammate has to go and pick the ball and put it on the table.
It's a very niche audience. Just a bunch of alcoholics.
I don't know if you know your audience well enough, man. Come on.
Well, we haven't shot enough to know my audience.
Well, beer ball. Anyway, the ping pong ball got blown away like 100 feet or so by the wind, and I ran full speed to go get it. And in Charlie Brown style, like when what's her name, Lucy pulls the ball away when he goes to kick it.
I'm pulling it up now.
I fall back, feet in the air, and completely fell in a pile of mud and fucking ruined my day. Not really. I just kept taking ice from the cooler and was wiping myself down. But there was a great weekend after all. I'm pissed that it took so long for me to get out there. But
yeah, I mean. It took you 2 years after we graduated to get there.
I was sick, had a date party one weekend. Every time there was always something. But grand finale.
He missed the story.
Well, since the last podcast, we missed a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past 7 months.
Yeah.
In the last 7 months. Almost a full calendar year. But we're back.
Yeah, a lot has happened.
All right. I mean, like,
sports-wise, especially, I feel like.
We talked about the Knicks, but
I mean,
the Giants are the greatest team in the world.
Yeah, you had the Giants and their whole draft.
They're the best.
You also had the culmination of the college. We didn't talk about college football.
We didn't. I mean, we've missed.
Biggest events
so
happened
much.
right before the last shooting though. With the
World Series. Yeah.
I think
free agency, but
I think this past year just feels like a different type of. There's a different type of momentum with sports.
It's felt long.
It's felt like
because New York is alive right now. They can't get they ultimately haven't been able to get the job done.
And New York is.
But New York sports not like there's no bad teams.
Yeah.
No, they're all good again, except for the Jets.
But it feels like
except for the Jets.
Yeah, but
all the big events haven't
competitive. Like even the Brooklyn Nets who suck, they're like a little competitive. Like there's no bottom of the barrel teams. I mean, shout out New York Islanders, #1 overall pick. They won from the 15th slot, in the draft lottery.
Oh.
The sports haven't been
lottery.
We already.
Yeah, we talked about.
Oh, so you guys, I missed that.
When you went to go get JD.
It does feel like that every you've had like these polarizing, whether it's like March Madness was ended very excitingly. The Final Four. Then you had you rolled right into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been
with
a lot.
The NBA. The start of baseball season been good. Then you had Rory.
I mean,
Masters.
my thing is
crazy.
The NBA playoffs the past couple of years have been kind of ass. They've been pretty shit. They've been pretty shitty.
This year.
Well, this year's is awesome. It's actually fun to watch it again. The past couple
of
of years has been so.
You went upstairs to get JD. It hasn't been predictable.
Yeah. Oh no, I was there for that.
Yeah,
but even then, it's just the games are good though. It's not even even if there were predictable games, if the Celtics and the Knicks went to 7, but all the games were good, and the Celtics won.
Yeah.
They're still good games. It's not it's not like I'm watching fucking old basketball. It's
mixed with the storylines too.
That too. I mean,
you had two situations where the new star beats the old star, whether it's
the legend killer.
You got Jalen Brunson and LA Knight versus Tyrese Halliburton and Logan Paul.
I mean,
they
WWE
predicted the Eastern Conference Finals.
I mean, WWE is so good at just story. We were talking about this at Baseline. They just are so good at storytelling, even to the lowest T of basketball.
Well, now it's mainstream media, WWE, and the fact that ESPN's posting it, it's kind of funny that Jalen Brunson was in a WWE ring
with a chair.
And
Tyrese Halliburton with the brass knucks.
And now they're actually going to war.
They are going to war. Yeah, it's gonna be.
WWE knew that rematch was gonna be prime time.
I mean that's a rivalry in itself though from the '90s.
Oh yeah.
So it's
a legendary rivalry.
It's it only made sense, especially because it was in the Garden too.
Who's Rice hitting for?
Peraza, yeah.
Look at ESPN, bro.
No, they did that. They did that yesterday with Soto. They did that yesterday with Soto.
Oswald Peraza 0 for 2 up while Ben Rice is pinch hitting for him.
Ben Rice, the best.
They're switching it now. Too late. You got called out on 3-4 media.
Yep, you're cooked. You're cooked. See, this is why ESPN's a dying media, and this is why this is going to be the next big thing for sure, because we could tell you that Ben Rice is up and not Oswald.
ESPN's been trying to make some moves.
No, did you see?
They brought Rich Eisen back. Like they're trying to bring some talent back. It seems.
No, I mean they have a new streaming service because cable's dying. You got to pay $20 a month for ESPN. It doesn't even include your ESPN Plus account.
Yeah, you can't watch fucking Bryson DeChambeau featured group without ESPN Plus.
Yeah,
and then without ESPN Plus, it's like they want you to get Disney, whatever it's fucking called.
I mean,
Disney
I will say though, that's a good bundle because I do use it. I mean, I got it.
We know you do.
I mean, I love Disney Plus.
Ben just watches everything, anything, and everything.
If you don't like Marvel or Star Wars, though, you're probably not.
Yeah. Oh no, it's. I mean, it's.
There's something like miscellaneous that's great on there to watch.
Yeah, no, it's all just like Airbud. I remember I was looking for sports movies on there. I shit you not.
There's a few good ones.
I had to scroll through maybe 50 Airbud movies before I saw like a Field of Dreams or whatever.
Yeah. Get fair.
I'm like,
JD, what you eating over there?
He had an ice pop or ice cream or something.
I remember the Titans.
I'm pissed we didn't stop at the halal cart, JD.
Movie. There's a few ones sprinkled in there.
No, yeah, I mean I watched The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke on there, but I mean I had to go through 45 Airbuds to find it. Like Snowbuds, like this dog can't play that many sports.
Wait, I want to go back though to the Pacers because I actually.
We'll
I had a question because
go.
I want to get your guys' take on this.
Ooh.
Having watched that series last year, I had this growing dislike for the Pacers and how they complained about calls. Like we talked about that as it was happening.
Yeah.
Is that just a culture of like the NBA though and sports now, where it's like it feels like every head coach is complaining for every single like
single call. The younger coaches definitely look at Joe Mazzulla.
I hate him.
Look at
like they're constantly talking to the refs.
Bad.
The players are constantly talking to the refs.
Yeah. Like, foul! Oh my God!
Karl Anthony Towns. I mean,
shout out, Cat. Dude, Cat's at this game. Apparently, he got like the loudest ovation.
Did he?
Yeah, like
he's the best.
Louder than Judge when they put him on the scoreboard.
Really? Louder than McHugh.
Susan Wallman on the radio was like, "Wow!"
I hate Susan, man. She's the worst.
Regarding the Pacers, last year I vividly remember games 1 and 2. The Knicks were definitely in the favorable side of the referees for the calls.
Yeah.
After games 1 and 2, what happened? A complete 360.
Yeah.
Where the rest of the series, the Pacers got all things. All things, Wesley. They got all things.
Anybody who knows like sports, like especially when you're in a series, that's how it works with calls. Like it eventually balances itself out, but like. You know, they were going to the league office. They're, sending tape on.
The Pacers were especially bad. Well, everyone bitches about fucking Brunson more than anybody else. Meanwhile, you got Shea and Jokic.
Everybody does the same thing.
They all do it.
You got Brunson.
They all do
who
it.
else? Giannis, where the teams literally chant 10, 9, 8 because he's at the free throw line so much. He takes so long.
Yeah,
it's like he's there all fucking game. It's just
who started that? The Heat. The Heat started that.
The Heat started that. I do remember that.
The Heat started the counting.
That was
it was when the Heat went to the finals that year.
Yeah,
it was that playoff run.
It does feel like though that the way that they've officiated the playoffs, it's kind of taken some of the foul stuff out of the game because they're not rewarding guys as much as they would in the regular season. I think it's a pure form of basketball. It's like you have to.
I mean, also
you have to score even when you're getting bumped, even when it's a little bit tougher.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but look at Shea and Jokic and Brunson, like and Giannis, like they get fouled, but they finish those shots a lot. Yeah.
But like even like,
excuse me.
Kudos to Shea. Like he was struggling. It felt like in the beginning series with the physicality, but like.
He's improved this round.
He played great in this round, even when he's not getting to. It's better to watch these stars not shoot 20 free throws.
It throws me off. I always forgot he played for the Clippers. That always throws me. Like that always throws me.
Aaron Judge, 2 outs, bottom 7.
He had a very interesting career.
Oh, I mean, he got traded in the Paul George thing, and then now he's an MVP on the brightest young team in the league.
He was looked at as like, even coming into the league.
He was always looked at as good.
As a good player, but like everybody probably thought he was going to be an off the bench 6 man of the year max player.
They probably saw him like as like a Buddy Hield,
like a
Buddy Hield. But I mean, he's really become
not really Hield. He's not like a shooter, just like just a good, solid starting 5 player. Maybe an all-star every couple of years, but
him and Brunson kind of.
Yeah, like
track similarly.
Yeah, Brunson. I was gonna make that comparison too. That's funny that you say that because Brunson with the Mavericks, he was always a number 2.
Yeah.
But, then he was always a good player, but
now he's unreal.
Just skyrocketed. Sometimes you just have to get traded to the right situation.
Yeah. No, and I mean, Dylan, I will say this now. I will
want nothing to do
finally,
with Judge there, man.
It's the same. This is the same thing that just happened 2 innings ago.
Yeah.
They're gonna walk in, then they're gonna probably. Walk Bellinger and then.
No, but
Vulpi.
I'm officially giving you my letter of apology. Remember that argument we had when Brunson signed with the Knicks, and I told you that was the stupidest thing they could have done to sign for that much.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Alex's backyard is when they signed Brunson.
I honestly don't know what we were comparing to or what my counterpoint was, but
no, I was just saying.
I'm gonna pull up our argument sheet. It's been a while.
My thing was why are you signing a number 2 guy for $144 million or however much his contract is? But I remember that was the argument, and I'm like, he's making the same amount of money as KD right now. Like, he shouldn't be doing it. And obviously, I'm phoning it in, and I'm saying I was wrong. And Brunson is the king of New York.
I remember my counterpoint to you is because you brought up KD, and I was like, I'd rather a Jalen Brunson who is going to be a culture builder as opposed to Durant, who could just wreck your entire franchise like he did with the Nets. Like you build around him and then he wants to leave.
You were very right on that because he literally built the culture in New York right now.
It's not. To me in playoff basketball, it's very simple. If you have a guy who can create his own shot late in the clock in the playoffs, he's going to be a valuable player. It doesn't matter if he's
can't
big,
hit
small,
Cody.
It doesn't matter if he's a center. It doesn't matter if he's a guard. If he can create shots for guys late in the shot clock when it's tough, he's going to be effective.
Yeah, no, and I mean that's exactly what Brunson's been.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he's been.
Every single guy in those 4 teams that are left still have they have a guy
argument sheet.
We have an argument sheet.
Yeah,
some of those are bad.
Oh, I'm 1-1.
Yeah, because what are Ben's arguments on here?
What are my?
I know one of them had to do with Damian Lillard.
That's going to be a hit.
Let's go.
Oh my God,
get there.
Safe.
Oh,
there we go.
He just killed P2. Did that run score?
No. Come on.
He just took out Pete's legs. He's hurt.
Yeah, you said Lillard was getting traded to the Heat, and we all said that he was going to the Bucks.
Well, okay. With that, it was just Joe Cronin being an absolute.
Yeah, but there was something else about the Lillard trade. There's something.
Oh yeah, he's
specific
out
about
if he
the
flips
trade.
that.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
He didn't get Pete. It's okay.
That was dumb.
Jeez.
Oh, and you got a W on Trevor Lawrence being bad, and we all said that he's not bad.
That was your only.
Yeah.
You said that since he was in college.
I hate Clemson. That's why I'm very anti.
That was a shot in the dark. You had no idea if he was gonna be good.
He went to the fucking Jaguars. Like, of course he.
Well, yeah.
Like,
with no weapons.
The great argument of Jared Goff being better than Daniel Jones. Fuck you, Joey and Alex.
Oh God.
Dylan's argument with Alex 2 years ago about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being bad.
Yeah, that blew up in my face. Listen, I admittedly have been a hater.
So
2023, Joey and Alex said the Yankees will make the playoffs like they do every other year. They didn't make the playoffs like every other year.
This is actually a perfect segue because now we're getting into arguments and stuff. So now let's get to the final segment of the podcast. The hot take, the hot take of the day in the boiler room, because when you enter the boiler room, things get hot. So, Dylan, you want to start us off with a hot take?
I'm trying to figure out what thing I can go with here.
Or it doesn't have to be sports. It could be any hot take about anything ever. So, realistically, I could say that Thunderbolts is a top 5. Well, the new Avengers is a top 5
Oh, we
Marvel
could
movie of all time.
we could transition this into a Marvel thing now.
What, a hot take?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, we could go a whole new podcast, a whole another episode.
We'd argue about this for a long
We'd
time.
argue about
but
it for an hour, so we'll save that.
I think
We'll save that. We'll
You
save
need to
that.
get, you need to get another Star Wars fan on here to help me out.
Yeah.
That's not really a hot take. What I'm
No, but I'm
thinking
just
is not really a hot
saying
take
you could
about
you
Star
could go
Wars.
any hot take about anything.
So
like it doesn't have to be sports. It could be any hot take.
Well, anything at all.
let me think.
Well, I got one.
Gives me.
All right, so I mean, this is a long ways away. So it's next year. So I mean, it's still pretty far. However, you know what? No, I'm gonna switch it. I was gonna say that Doomsday is gonna be better than Infinity War, but
Ooh, that is a pretty hot take.
I was gonna say that, but I'll save that.
I think I'm gonna disagree. I would disagree.
That's
with you on
yeah. I'm gonna save that. No, I do believe it's gonna be better, but I would have to say my hot take.
Fucking Vulpi, man.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna be on your guys' side. I see the Knicks series going to 6.
Okay.
Knicks in 6. The city will burn down, and then the Knicks will win the NBA Finals. That's my hot take.
I mean, we get everything, right? We do. Alex gets nothing. So we should be able to win that finals.
We should be good. We should be there good in that front.
A Thunder Knicks Finals.
We won't see him.
Would feed families.
Yeah.
No.
In this friend group, that would be so funny.
No, it would not. It would burn everything down.
Yeah.
Will and Christian.
Will and Christian versus Alex would.
Alex isn't leaving the house.
Yeah. No way.
But then if the Thunder win,
He's not shutting the fuck up.
he's going right. First place he's going is to Will's house.
He's going to Will's house and fucking.
Oh baby.
He is so bad. Hot take. The New York Yankees need a goddamn shortstop because holy fuck, they had so many offers on the table to get Anthony Volpe on another team, get a good starter on this team, get an ace to pair along with Garrett Cole. And they said, no, we got Volpe's our guy. He's my guy. And then bases loaded in every big situation. It's either a ground ball to short. It's either a strikeout and a ball in the dirt. I mean, come on, man.
Right,
Hot take. The New York Yankees need a fucking shortstop.
Well, they got Lombard in the minors, but
we had the perfect guy to go get, Corey Seager. At Anthony Volpe's highest trade value, you could have gotten anything you wanted, for Anthony Volpe. They said, no, he's my guy. Let's save some money. Let's go in the house. Leave in the comments. I'll buy it. Aaron Judge, 1 All-Star Yankees prospect in the past 10 years. Homegrown Yankee prospect Gleyber Torres does not count. He was a trade.
Luis Key?
Yeah, Luis Gil? I don't think he made the All-Star game.
Last year, yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
We won't
hitter because pitching's never been the Yankees' problem. But it's just a common theme. Miguel Andujar, Clint Frazier, Estevan Florial, like all these guys, man. Oswald Peraza.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it drives me nuts.
All right, Dill. Okay.
I don't know if you could follow that.
I
don't know if you can follow that, but what's your
I'm
hot
gonna
take?
completely switch gears just because.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do sports,
that
but
was a live.
That was a live reaction.
you get raw live reactions here on the Boiler Room.
I actually post-draft want to go to football. I think after all these off-season moves and shakeups, I think that the Washington Commanders, everybody's very high on them. They made a few moves. They got Debo Samuel and Tunsil from Houston.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to be worse than they were last year. I think that they're going to have
I
a little bit of a
agree.
drop-off.
I think they're gonna.
I think
Jaden Daniels could have a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Also, I mean,
kind of like a Houston Texans.
Also,
year.
I mean,
was
the division.
fucking say Stroud.
The division's gotten
The
better
division's
too.
gotten better.
The division's gotten better.
Cowboys got better. Giants got better. Eagles even got better.
Yeah, after winning the Super Bowl, which is nuts.
All things. I mean,
All
all
absolutely
of them,
all
every single
things.
one.
So I would have to agree
They
with that.
took all the things and left nothing for anybody else, just like Alex and Kiddis.
Yep.
On
and
that
especially
note,
Wesley.
and on that note, that's gonna conclude this episode of the Boiler Room. We are
back, man.
We are fucking back, baby. We are fucking back, and you know what? We're gonna be more consistent.
Yeah, we're
because
excited for the future.
The future is bright. So you can follow the account 3-4 Media on Instagram. Subscribe to here on YouTube. Like, comment, share. Do whatever you got to do.
Let us know in the comments what you want to see on next episode.
Yeah, for real, because we're down to talk about whatever.
And Soto is up. Fuck Juan Soto. Fuck the Mets.
Whoa, no, that wasn't towards Juan Soto. That was towards JD. I wish Juan Soto all the best. He's a great person.
Nah, I mean, listen.
So yeah, we're gonna watch this at bat and.
Get through.
Oh, what a play!
And he's out. And that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Oh my gosh.
And it turns.